IoT policy, drone policy, work from home policy, and many other policies have one underlining thought, which is internet. Hence, this stream titled as Policy and Regulatory Framework of GovTech would also talk about a very important aspect in its session 9 called as Internet Governance and analyze the policy framework for India. In this session, we would try to look into what is internet governance, what are its various knowledge areas, what is India's approach about internet governance, how India has delineated roles and responsibilities of various governing organizations, what is global scenario, how is India's engagement with ICANN, what is multi-stakeholder consultation, what are important internet governance projects in India, and finally international scenario. Before I start talking about internet governance, I'll take you to a real anecdote of a little 9-year-old Scot girl called as Martha Pine. Martha Pine started a food blog called as Never Seconds, and she would take her camera with her every day to school to document her school lunches. This blog acquired first dozens of followers, then hundreds, and then finally thousands. People tuned in to watch her rate her school lunches, including her favorite category, pieces of hair found in my school lunch. And after this, what happened? She immediately posted after that a post that read, "Goodbye. I'm very sorry to tell you, but my head teacher has pulled me out of class today and told me I'm not allowed to take pictures in the lunchroom anymore. Hence, goodbye." You can guess what had happened. The outrage was swift. There was unanimous opposition, and the school council immediately reversed themselves and said, "Well, why would we like to censor a 9-year-old? This brings us to a more important question, which is like, who controls internet? And why would anybody like to control internet? Internet governance is all about this. Internet governance is broadly defined as the development and applications by governments, private sector, civil society in their respective roles of shared principles, norms, rules, decision making procedures and programs that shape the evolution and use of internet. It also talks about development and coordination of technical standards, operation of critical infrastructure and public policy issues related to internet. Main knowledge areas of internet governance include internet protocol and addressing, which is also called as IP addressing, domain name systems DNS, routing, technical innovations, standardization, security, public policy, privacy, legal issues, cyber norms, intellectual property and taxations related to internet. With regard to Government of India's approach, it is very important for us to know that Government of India supports a multi-stakeholder approach for internet governance. Government's supreme right and control on national security is also highlighted in India's internet governance approach. It insists on leveraging India's strength in this sector, especially with regard to industry and human resources. Internet governance policies of Government of India are totally aligned with our investment strategy for Digital India. It ensures to enable the multi-billion-dollar business opportunity of internet industry for India. There are several roles and responsibilities of governing organizations associated with internet governance. There is a representation of India's public policy concerns on global platform as well. Awareness on internet governance is another mandate of governing organizations associated with internet governance. We are encouraging greater participation in internet engineering task forces, also called as IETF working groups. There is engagement with Internet Society, also called as ISOC. Promotion of multi-stakeholder model of internet governance has been accepted within India, and this aims to strengthen internet as well as internet infrastructure of our country. India is also globally engaged with several organizations which are operating at global level, such as very popular Internet Governance Forum, also known as IGF, such as Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, you guessed it right, ICANN, such as World Summit on the Information Society, WSIS, as well as with Asia Pacific Network Information Center, also known as APNIC. All of us know ICANN, also Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers organization, is one of the most important organization amongst the ones I just mentioned at global level. MeitY, which is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, is closely monitoring all the activities of ICANN by participating through GAC, Governmental Advisory Committee. GAC's key role is to provide advice to ICANN on issues of public policy. It is important to highlight that India has supported multi-stakeholder model of internet governance mechanisms. It intends to preserve the character of the internet as a unified dynamic engine for innovation. It is encouraging equity and inclusion in internet usage. It is insisting on workshops, meetings, events to spread awareness about it, and it is insisting on open for all internet. There are several internet governance projects which have been awarded by MeitY. Some of the very popular ones are Advanced Internet Operations Research in India, also abbreviated as AIORI, which aims to set up Software Technology Parks of India, STPI, funded by MeitY. There is also MeitY's Chair for Internet Policy, Values, Security and Governance, implemented by Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations, ICRA. Similarly, CDAC, Center for Development of Advanced Computing, Delhi, is also implementing an internet governance project called as IGSIM, Internet Governance Structured Implementation Module. Similarly, Center of Excellence in Domain Name System Security is being implemented by CDAC Bangalore, which is funded by NIXI. NIXI is National Internet Exchange of India. ICANN Research and Multi-Stakeholder Engagement Assistant Program is also being run by ICR-IER, funded by NIXI. It is very important to bring out here that East Africa Internet Governance Forum is also focusing on transformative effects of multi-stakeholderism in internet governance. This particular organization, abbreviated as EAIGF, East Africa Internet Governance Forum, promotes capacity building, knowledge sharing and policy transfer. Similarly, EAIGF reinforces influences of stakeholders with stronger institutional endowments. EAIGF also focuses on policy framing, which is likely to reflect preferences of stronger stakeholders. Dear audience, there are several challenges issued related with internet governance. There are concerns about accountability, legitimacy, diversity, capacity in internet governance. There are also issues related to lack of participation by civic societies in mitigating these challenges. There is lack of engagement on government level with international organizations on global policy making. There is lack of participation from Indian private sector in global policy making processes related to internet. All these challenges still assail internet governance. Therefore, the recommendations we need to put forth in internet governance realm is related to international level, regional level, national level. At the international level, actively participant and bottom-up policy development processes from generic name supporting organization, also abbreviated as GNSO, and country code name supporting organization, abbreviated as CCNSO of ICANN and IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force, through their working groups must be initiated. At the country level, India should strengthen participation in APNIC through executive positions in the APNIC EC Executive Council, as well as through NRO EC, Number Resource Organization Executive Council. At the domestic level, our own NIXI, National Internet Exchange of India, should enhance its accountability to manage India's critical internet resources towards India's strategic goals by introducing an oversight mechanism and organizational restructuring. It is important to encourage the participation of domestic private partners in global policy making. It is also important to ensure utilization of civic societies to overcome the various challenges related to internet governance within the country. Thank you. Jai Hind.